Life has been kicking my tail lately. Just a little bit ago, I realized that my little baby girl, Alice, is missing. She's a Manx cat. She was a rescue, and we adore her. She is the best little lap baby and snuggler, and my heart is broken right now, but I keep thinking maybe she'll pop out somewhere. I've shared her on Facebook. Maybe a neighbor will see her. Life has just been so hectic lately with everything. She had to have slipped out when we were busy doing something and we didn't catch it, and I think she's gone. There's nothing I can do about it. Just keep hoping she'll come. I just keep hoping she'll pop out somewhere, but anyways, there's nothing I can do about it, so I'm gonna move on, try to get through this. So, welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. My name is Christy. I'm a former paramedic that is recovering from a motorcycle accident where I was internally decapitated, and I am sharing my recovery with you guys and my new life, figuring everything out on YouTube. I've tried to keep you guys updated, the ones who are subscribers, on my community tab. I've tried to keep you guys updated on what all's been going on. So some of you know, some of you may not. My mother-in-law lives with us, and she was just diagnosed with Alzheimer's. She's been in and out of the hospital in rehab the past month or so. Past couple of months have been really rough. She's lost her mobility. Now she's bedbound and requires 24-hour care. We hired a wonderful caregiver, Wanda, that is here 6 days a week during the day, and then I'm with her at night. And so far that's working out well, but her mind is doing okay right now. She's real sharp, she's in good spirits, but her body is just giving out. She's weak, she can't even sit up. She's got really bad diarrhea that we cannot control. So she's got more coming out than she's got going in, and it's just really putting a strain on her, and it's really sad because honestly, this last almost week or so has been the best times that I've had with her, or the whole 11 or so year relationship that we've had. She's been a joy to be around as of late. And I think it's because now that she's forced to be in that bed, that, we have her undivided attention. She's not distracted by anything, and so we're really getting to spend quality time with her, which is good, but the situation is terrible. So this is going to be really hard on all of us when that time comes. There's a lot of things that I regret. I think that in the past I haven't been as patient as I should have been or could have been. I think it was somewhat me being self-absorbed in everything that I have going on. It wasn't intentional, but looking back, there are some things I definitely feel like I should have done differently with her. I should have been a little bit more patient. When I came home from the hospital, she about worked herself to death trying to take care of me, and she was like 80, and I can remember her putting my little bib on me and bringing me meals, and if I stayed in the bed a little too long, she would peek in my bedroom, and that used to make me so mad. But now I get it, and I feel bad about not being as patient as I could have been. But now my goal is just to take amazing care of her and make her quality of life the best that it can be for however long she has left. But right now, her body is the problem. It's not the Alzheimer. It's not the mental capacity right now. She does have trouble with things, but we've, picked up that slack. But it's really sad to see her body giving out. But her mental status is good for now. It was not good a couple of weeks ago, but she had a bad UTI. She also had low sodium, but that all seemed to have gotten better. So we've had family in from out of town. That's why I haven't tried to do any videos. Plus, we've been spending a lot of time with her, and I was really concerned how I would do, especially with like changing adult dirty diapers. I was worried about that because sometimes I can have a weak stomach, don't always handle that very well, but so far it's not been an issue. It's been fine. Maybe it's just because it's somebody that I deeply care about and want what's best for her. Maybe I'm just able to overcome that. I don't know. But so far it has not been a problem. I hope it does not become a problem. However, I think we are going to have to get another person to fill in for when Wanda can't be here, just to have an extra set of hands. Like if she needs to be slid up in the bed, I can't do that by myself. If she's got a dirty diaper, it's a lot easier on me and her if there's an extra set of hands, all those things. So we are figuring that out. It has been less than a week, so all of this is new to us. I will keep you posted on that. She did give me permission to talk about it, but she does not want videos of her taken, and I would never do that. I very much want to protect her dignity and privacy and all of that, but I feel like everything that I went through with my accident, being in the hospital for so long, has really prepped me for this, because I know how she feels being helpless and having to have your diaper changed. And we'll roll her and clean her, and she'll say, "Oh, you don't know how embarrassing this is." But then I remind her that I absolutely know how embarrassing it is because I went through it, and that motivates me to provide the best care that I can. If she's got a itch she can't reach, just things like that you don't think about until you're just helpless and you need other people. But scratching itches, fluffing pillows, sliding her up in the bed just in the right spot, all of those things they're little things, but when you're the one in that position, they make a big difference. And so I want to be that for her, like my nurses were that for me when I was in the hospital. I just really want her to be as happy as she can during this time. We did tell her about the Alzheimer's diagnosis. The doctor didn't tell her. I kind of feel like he should have, but he didn't, so we had to tell her. And there was a conversation about that amongst the family. The question came up, do we tell her? And, some people had the opinion that we shouldn't. We should just keep her happy because she's prone to depression since she lost her spouse. But I spoke up. I had a different opinion. My opinion was that she has the right to know. And that is based off of when I was in the hospital and I was on a ventilator, I had the trach, and I got pneumonia really bad, and I was dying, and they were prepping my husband that I may not make it through that. Things were going down, not up. And I can remember not being able to breathe. I can remember really struggling to breathe, and they didn't tell me how bad the pneumonia was. They told me that I couldn't breathe because it was anxiety. And when I found out the truth, I was kind of mad because them telling me that it was anxiety, when in reality I had no control over it, it made me feel crazy, and it made me feel like it was my fault, like I was doing something wrong, I should be doing something differently, and I don't want her to feel like that. But it was a natural, when we told her, it was an organic conversation, and she took it really well. We've even, had some jokes back and forth, and she's in really good spirits for the situation. And like I said, I've just really enjoyed this time with her and want to make it as easy on her as possible. Bailey here is still doing really well. He's still living his best life, and he's getting better at flying. Now he likes me to catch him in the air like a football. But hey, I know he's like so close to my eye, it makes me nervous. A lot of people, so I'm in a Facebook group for African gray owners, and there's a lot of people in there that are very much, you should never put a bird on your shoulder because they can peck your eye, whatever. And he very well could, so please don't, okay? I call him my little stud muffin, and Lee calls him mud stuffin'. Isn't that right? Mud stuffin'. So yesterday I got the opportunity to speak to some high school students who are planning on going into healthcare in the future, and it was a really great day. I enjoyed talking to them. They asked me lots of good questions, and they got me these flowers. How sweet is that? That was the sweetest. So I enjoyed that. Thank you guys for having me. I wish you the best of luck with everything in the future, and please feel free to email me if there's anything that I could do for you. So I have not done this before on this channel. I have kept it about my journey, my recovery, but there is something I want to touch on briefly because it's on my mind a little bit. And you know, I've been very open in previous videos about how I am not religious, and then I get comments that are just ridiculous, and one day I'm just gonna have to do a video on the stupid comments I get. But I want to make one thing very clear. I am pro LGBTQ. I am a big supporter of that community. I do not for 1 second tolerate hate on this page, on this channel. I don't want people like that in my circle. If you like, so this morning there was an article on my Facebook, and I'm just going to show it to you because I know there's a lot of people out there that are not in Alabama, and so here's the way a lot of people around here think. And I'm not blurring out names on this because they commented on a public post, left a public comment. So, you know, if you're going to step out there and make a public comment, then you're expecting the world to read it. So let's get into it. There was an article on Facebook this morning from our local news station. Scientists create mice from 2 biological male parents. Cool, whatever. The article itself is just talking about how they got some skin cells from the male mouse and implanted it. They fertilized it, implanted it into a female, whatever. So it's talking about, you know, it was talking about how it could expand the possibilities for future fertility treatments in same-sex couples. It was a short article, no big deal, and of course the comment section did not disappoint. And because I don't want to be on Facebook constantly arguing with people, I just caught a comment and I responded to it. But here, Tamara, if a man has to create it, then that tells us it's not natural. Who created the scientist? If they want to be above that and make themselves God. Tamara, no baby. As you can see, this was my response. She admits that she is against IVF for anybody, I guess, including heterosexual couples. I guess that's the way I took her comment, that she is also against IVF for infertile heterosexual couples because it's not natural. Well, a lab created diamond isn't natural. There's a lot of things that aren't natural. To me, that comment is like, so you would never get an organ transplant because that's not natural. Like, let's not pick and choose here, okay? Let's just say what it is. I don't like people that are different from me. I don't think it's right, and I want to impose my religious views on the rest of the population. That's the way I took that comment. I responded, no big deal. As I said in this comment here, I only went into it with this person because I know what it's like to be in the minority everybody around me is a hardcore Christian. I am not. I'm not religious, and it comes up often. People like to just, it's so frustrating. But people around here don't understand, and I'm not saying everybody. A lot of Christians are great. I'm talking about the ones that they just can't accept that not everybody believes like they do, and they want to impose their religious values on other people, and it's not right. I don't think it's right, and I have a problem with it. So when I speak out about these things, it is not about changing that person's mind. I know that's not going to happen, but somewhere out there is a kid in the closet, a teenager that's transgendered, and they're terrified, rightfully so, of speaking out about it. And when I go into it with these people, I'm not doing it to change minds. I'm doing it so that that kid in the closet, that transgender child, knows that not everyone is an asshole. There are people out there that love and support them, and you matter. Do not let these people keep you from living your life the way you want to. Period. It took me so long to get to the point where I can talk about these things and not care about negative comments. If you leave me a negative comment, great, go ahead. I don't care. But I want the kids out there who are in the closet or who are transgendered and they are being treated horribly, I just want you to know that you matter. I support you, and maybe this will make it a little bit easier for somebody to speak up. That's all it is. I just want to spread love, not hate. And some people could argue, well, you're being ugly and arguing. What? I'm not the one being ugly. It's not my intention. My intention is to show these people love. And if you can't support that, like if your religion causes you to be hateful to groups of people, that's a problem. And we don't do that here. So, with that said, if you want to continue to support this channel and my content, I would love to have you as a channel member for $4.99 a month. That will get you some behind the scenes content, and I have some upcoming members only lives I'm gonna do. So I would love to have you. If not, you can continue to support just by watching my content. With all of that said, thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate all of the love and support. Hopefully my next video will be the first video where I'm going to take you through my accident, all of my pictures, all of the hospital pictures, going to give you all the behind the scenes stuff and what I was thinking, what was happening. We're going to get down and dirty into the nitty gritty and go from there. And I've got to put this bird down before he pulls off all of my eyelashes. So hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. So yesterday I got the opportunity to speak to don't do that. I'm about to go bigger and better. If I ever lose sight, I know I'm faster than ever. If I ever lose sight, I know I'm bigger and better. Hitting all the goals I can. Bigger, bolder, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster. He's preening my eyelashes. It's actually a bonding thing, and I don't like it. Let it go, I can let it go. Let it go, I can let it go. You think I'm too much because I'm too much. Don't you gotta go, cause I gotta go. Let it drive on full power. You're right. Breaks, no comma. I gotta go, I gotta get. I'm on my way to get. Stop. He's actually not trying to peck my eye. He's trying to preen my eyelashes. He's trying to groom me. he sees my eyelashes and he wants to groom them, so it's a bonding thing, but I don't like it. Don't do that. What was I saying? Greatly appreciate you guys. Ow!